Hey y'all, get under the covers and get comfortable because we're about to get intimate. No, not that kind of intimate, but close. Did you know that 3 of the most intimate conversations we can have are sex, mental health, and finances? Probably didn't expect that last one, did you? Financial challenges are actually one of the leading causes of divorce and stress today. A big reason? We don't talk about it. At least not thoroughly anyhow. That's where I come in. Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Marie, a certified wealth coach, best-selling author, and the creator of Bedroom Talks. Get financially intimate. A podcast focused on bringing awareness to the importance of financial intimacy and enticing openness to get real in a judgment-free zone. Together, we're going to cover a multitude of financial topics so you can leap toward financial freedom with confidence. Are you ready? Grab your wine or whatever drink you prefer, and let's unrobe this topic. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bedroom Talks, where we get financially intimate. I'm your host, Dr. Michelle Marie, and today we're actually diving into a special birthday edition titled Birthday Bliss, celebrating 41 years with financial wellness. Why? Well, because today's my 41st birthday, and I could not be more thrilled to celebrate with my incredible Bedroom Talks family. So let's just dive right in here, okay? So I want to explore today how treating ourselves on our special day can actually align with financial wellness, okay? So let's talk a bit first about this concept of birthday bliss, all right? Birthdays are a time for celebration, reflection, and even gratitude, okay? And today, as I turn 41, what I want to share is the joy of this milestone with all of you. You're an amazing community. I'm so grateful for all of you. And I just want to go deeper and explain this concept of wealth and wellness and how they intertwine with one another, but also how we can basically celebrate along the way. We don't have to completely deny ourselves the ability to celebrate while we're building wealth and while we're getting our financial lives in order. Okay, so we're going to discuss how to make birthdays an opportunity for self-care, happiness, and financial well-being. All right, so the framework that I utilize for wealth and my entire process of building wealth, my finances, keeping everything together is actually a 5-pillar concept that basically I call my 5 pillars of wealth. Okay. Here's what I want to tell you today is that age really is just a number. But holistic wealth is the key to a fulfilling life. What do you mean, Michelle? What specifically does that mean? And how does that relate to your 5 pillars of wealth? Well, let's get into it. Okay, first and foremost, my very first pillar, and it will probably resonate with all of you, with some of you, and those of you who've been following for a while, you probably see this throughout every episode, and that is faith. We have to nurture our spiritual health first and foremost. Whatever faith means to you, nurture that. Taking care of your inside well-being from the soul as a start should be a number 1 priority for you. The next pillar is family. Cultivating strong relationships is critical to our well-being, and it encompasses every aspect of our finances, whether we realize it or not. And that brings me to my third pillar, which is finances. Achieving financial well-being is the ultimate goal. Whatever that looks like for you, know that and know how you're going to incorporate that into your life. How does that factor into your family? How does that factor into your faith? Okay. Then the next pillar I have is fitness. Okay. Or you can call it physical well being, basically. Essentially, I name it fitness just because it's all F's. All my pillars start with the letter F, and it just made sense for me. But overall, prioritizing physical health is vital. If we are not physically healthy, we're less energized, we're less motivated, we can have other things going on that can factor into our finances and our family and our faith. Okay. And it can also factor into my last pillar, which is all encompassing a concept that we're going to talk about today a lot more, and that is fun. Okay. And fun allows us to embrace mental wellness and enjoyment. All right. Fun allows us to make sure that ourselves, our well being is taken care of, as well as our family. If we are fit, then we can have more fun because we're not losing energy. Okay. And fun doesn't have to be expensive. We can have fun with our family and by ourselves and with our girlfriends or our guy friends. Okay. We can even have fun in our faith. Okay. Just because you are a very faith based person doesn't mean that you can't have fun. There are ways to do that. Okay. And if you're wondering, okay, Michelle, but I want to know more about these particular pillars, I want to go more in depth about those pillars. Don't worry, I am going to continue to delve deeper into each of these pillars over time. And every single one of these pillars are embedded in my episodes in little spurts if you pay enough attention to each episode. So keep listening to each episode for even more information about these pillars. But essentially, these pillars serve as our compass as we navigate the journey toward financial wellness. They allow us to indulge and treat ourselves on our birthdays without compromising our financial goals. Not just birthdays, but also other holidays like Christmas and the summertime and anniversaries and the kids' birthdays. Just many different things that we love to celebrate. Okay, if we are making sure that each of those 5 pillars are taken care of and we keep working toward our goals in those 5 pillars, then we can celebrate with more peace and confidence and joy. How do we do that? How exactly do we do that? How do we balance treats and finances? Well, let's get a little bit more into that. Specifically, birthdays are a time for indulgence. We all love to indulge. I'm not even going to lie. I'm excited to indulge a little bit on some treats today, specifically a dessert and maybe a glass of wine today, because it's my birthday. And why not? Right? It's not something I do all the time, but I want to celebrate a little bit today. And that's the way that I want to choose to celebrate today. Okay. Indulgence doesn't mean that we throw financial responsibility out the window. Right. So let's talk about some practical strategies that we can use for finding the perfect balance between treating ourselves and maintaining financial wellness. Let's start with maybe some budget friendly celebration ideas. Okay, these can be DIY parties with loved ones or exploring free or low cost activities. All right, there are so many creative ways to celebrate without breaking the bank. So here's a couple of for you. Picnic in the park. You can gather your friends and family for a fun picnic in a local park, bring homemade snacks, sandwiches, and refreshments for a relaxed but enjoyable outdoor celebration. Now, I know if your birthday is in the wintertime and you live up north or somewhere where it's cold, that might not be ideal. Maybe you have a big indoor space in a home that you can do it in the home, but just an idea, especially for individuals who have birthdays in the warmer months. Okay. You can have a movie night at home. You can transform your living room into a cozy cinema. Celebrate with your favorite movies, prepare some popcorn. Homemade popcorn is the best, and they're just getting better and better with it these days with so many ideas and ways to customize the popcorn. You can create a comfortable movie watching experience with blankets and pillows. Invite friends over for a laid back movie night. And I know if you are more seasoned like me, you might be thinking, I do not want to invite my friends over and lay out clothes on the ground. Guess what? I guarantee you that, especially for the ladies, more ladies want to do that than you might realize. Okay. Sometimes they just want a night away from the kids, from the chaos, and just having, 2, 3 hours with their girlfriends, relaxing, and whatever the setting, they'll actually probably enjoy it. For the guys, you don't have to quite do it that way. You can make it a little bit more manly, if you will. Another thing you can do is a DIY game night. Okay, you can host a game night at your place featuring classic board games or even card games. Ask your guests to bring their favorite games. You will be surprised at some of the things that people bring for games, and some might be like really unique, and others might be unexpectedly fun. Okay, it's a fantastic way to have fun, laugh, and enjoy some friendly competition. You can even do a potluck dinner. Organize a potluck dinner where each guest brings a dish or a beverage to share. I know potlucks have gotten a bad rap over the years, okay? You can ask for specifics if you don't like certain things or if there's some concerns about stuff. Maybe you can prepare a majority of the uh, excuse me, the meats and the sides, and maybe ask people to bring like bagged chips and drinks and utensils and plates and things like that. Maybe even a prepared dessert. Do what works best for you on that. If this is not something you're comfortable with, you don't have to choose this one. That's totally okay too. But in doing this, you can actually enjoy a delicious variety of foods without the burden of cooking everything yourself. All right. And another option for my people who are a lot more riskier than I am is an outdoor adventure. You can plan an outdoor adventure like hiking, biking, or visiting a local beach or a nature reserve. It's a great way to enjoy nature, get active, and even celebrate your birthday with a touch of adventure. And another option, kind of intertwined into an outdoor adventure, is basically where you can go on a scavenger hunt. You can set up a scavenger hunt to go on. All you got to do is Google, scavenger hunt in such and such city, and there are actually lists out there of scavenger hunts that people have created, and you just drive around the city looking for these particular things and take pictures of them. It's pretty cool. And lastly, you can volunteer or give back. You can dedicate your birthday to a meaningful cause uh, by volunteering with a local charity or organizing a community service project. Doing that is a beautiful way to give back to the local community while celebrating your special day. Remember, the most important thing is to surround yourself with loved ones and create meaningful memories. Budget-friendly celebrations can truly be as memorable and enjoyable as elaborate ones. Now, I want to go a little bit deeper here and share another set of options that include meaningful experiences. All right. Whether it's creating lasting memories through heartfelt gestures or prioritizing experiences over material gifts, we can truly make our birthdays special. And here are some of the ways that that is possible. You can do a self care day. You can treat yourself to a day of relaxation and self care. You can book a spa day, schedule a massage or facial, or even create your own DIY spa experience at home with soothing music, scented candles, and a bubble bath. I actually do this often, at least once or twice a month. I am creating my own DIY spa experience. Okay. I even sometimes do the foot stuff as well. Not a massage because I can't really massage my own feet per se, but I've got like stuff to scrub my feet like they would with a pedicure. Okay. And it is so amazing. It might only be like a half an hour, 45 minutes, but it is nice and calm and peaceful. And I just love doing that. Another option is a nature retreat. You can plan a getaway to a serene natural setting, rent a cabin, or even go camping and spend your birthday surrounded by the beauty of nature. You can do this by yourself. You can do this with a couple of close friends. You can do this with like a spouse. It's the choice is yours. If you do it by yourself, be safe. Let people know where you are. Okay. Be mindful of your surroundings, but you can take hikes. You can go stargazing. You can even enjoy peaceful moments of relaxation. This would be a perfect opportunity to do journaling, to write out things about what you want to see in the next year. You can do all of those things. And these types of things actually don't have to be that expensive. You can do something like this and just be like a day and a half or 2 full days during the weekend, and it could be $200 to $300 depending on where exactly you're staying. Yes, I know some areas are more expensive than that, but do some research and make it as budget friendly as possible. All right. Another option is to learn something new. Maybe use your birthday as an opportunity to learn a new skill or pursue a hobby that you've wanted to try. I actually was at a conference this past weekend, and a lady was telling me how she's always been really creative and she always liked to serve people, and she wanted to, do something different, but she wasn't really sure what she wanted to do. She wanted it to be purposeful, but she wanted to do something with her hands, and she was praying about it, and she got a download from the Lord to start making candles. And so she just did a whole bunch of research and made a business out of this concept of, I want to make candles as a way to serve other people. But she just decided to try something. You can do that. Maybe it's taking a cooking class or joining a painting workshop, maybe even enrolling in dance lessons. Sometimes not, sometimes kind of want to do that, and sometimes kind of don't want to do that because I'm not really, what's the word? I can't think of the word. I don't have coordination. That's the word. I'm not always very coordinated. And so I don't love that concept for myself, but one day I'll get a little bit better. So either way, it's a great way to expand your horizons and create lasting memories. All right. Another option is a personal development workshop. Okay. You can attend a personal development or wellness workshop that aligns with your interests and goals. Google them, go on Facebook, look around. They are everywhere. Okay. It could be a mindfulness retreat, a yoga workshop, or a seminar on personal growth. The importance is for this option is to invest your self in well-being and personal growth on your special day. And it doesn't specifically have to be on your birthday, but maybe around your birthday and for your birthday, okay? Going back to something we touched on the previous list, you can do a volunteer experience. You can dedicate your birthday to making a positive impact in the community. Volunteer at a local shelter, help out at a food bank, or even participate in a charity event. Sharing your birthday by giving back is such a meaningful way to celebrate. All right. And lastly, you can go on a cultural exploration. Immerse yourself in a different culture by visiting a cultural expedition, a museum, or attending a cultural festival in your area. Embrace the richness and diversity of the world on your birthday. You will be amazed at the things that you will learn if you open up your mind to learning things about another culture. And I'm not just talking about the cultures that you might have learned about from just in your day-to-day life and the people that you're around, but broaden yourself more in depth into those cultures, or even think about things that are in your area for different cultures that you might have not thought about at all. Cultural, what's the word I'm looking for? Exploring different cultures and the foods and the customs and the gatherings and the colors and all that stuff is just amazing. And it also sometimes helps put things into perspective for your own life when you do that. Most importantly, remember that meaningful experiences can vary based on your interests and your passions. You want to choose activities that resonate with you, but also align with your values. The ultimate goal here is to create memories and celebrate your birthday in a way that brings joy and fulfillment to yourself. As we get ready to close this episode, I want to share with you a quote by Peter Drucker. And it says, the best way to predict the future is to create it. What do you want your next year to be like? What do you want your next 5 years to be like? Your next 10, 20, 30 years to be like? Start creating that today and use celebration as a means to help do that. Also, think about this scripture from Jeremiah 29:11. And it says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. God has a future for you, designed specifically for you. He wants you to have hope. He wants to help you prosper. Okay? Taking care of our 5 pillars and celebrating ourselves along the way is important. And it is also part of God's design. Before we continue, I do want to take this opportunity to invite you to join me on July 26th and 27th for our highly anticipated Financial Mastery Workshop. This workshop is a perfect opportunity for you to enhance your financial knowledge and take control of your financial future. As we celebrate my birthday today, let's also celebrate your journey toward financial empowerment. You can visit our website at www.financialabundanceblueprint.com/workshop to secure your spot and unlock the path to financial mastery. The last thing that I want to kind of go over here is some personal stories or our personal story and a lesson or two about celebration and birthdays. Birthdays hold a special place in our hearts. They're filled with cherished memories and even valuable lessons. As I celebrate my 41st birthday today, I want to take this opportunity to share with you a personal story and a couple lessons that I've learned throughout my own journey. Together, we'll explore how birthdays can serve as reminders for our growth, resilience, and the importance of financial wellness. Okay, so I remember when I was about 10 years old, and I wanted one thing for my birthday that year. And it was a denim skirt that had on the bottom half pink lace that went all the way around it. It was the most adorable skirt, and I have vivid memories of that skirt. And I do remember that I got that skirt for my birthday. And I was so happy, and I remember wearing it. I don't even remember what happened to it after that. I don't remember how many times I wore it after that. But I do remember that I wanted that one thing for a birthday. And even though I'm now 41 and that was my 10th birthday, I still remember it. I still remember it. So think about something that you've always wanted. Did you get that thing? If you always wanted it and you didn't get it, or you always wanted to do it and you didn't get a chance, or no one coordinated it for you, take this opportunity to do that for yourself. Take this next birthday, plan it out, prepare, and do it for yourself. Why do I say that? I say that because there have been many birthdays that I spent alone. Basically, because as I've gotten older, people are doing things with their own lives. And my birthday is in the middle of the summer. And it's not always easy for people to get together to celebrate birthdays around the time of my birthday, because everybody is trying to enjoy their summer and do things with the kids and things like that. So I've done things for myself many years. And I had two choices there. I could sit and be frustrated about the fact that I didn't have people that year that were able to celebrate with me. And this is not just one year, this has been a couple of years that it's happened. I can be frustrated about that, and I can be upset and sad. Not to say that I don't have the right to have those feelings, but what is that going to do for me in my celebrating my birthday and being able to have joy and peace for my birthday? It's not going to do a lot but cause me frustration and sadness, right? So when I choose to do something for myself for my birthday, then I'm focused more on other things. I'm focused more on things that will bring that joy, that will bring that peace, that will leave me feeling more fulfilled. And it also puts me in a state of gratefulness and humbleness to remember that um, my friends and family have things going on. And it's not that they don't care. It's just that they sometimes have to put other priorities in front of, making sure they're available on that specific time frame. And I can tell you that most often I still get celebrated in some way or another, just maybe not specifically on my birthday, and maybe not always in the exact way that I would desire for it to be. Okay. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my friends and family that take time out of their day or their month to recognize me and just, remind me that they're thinking about me, even though they have things going on, and even if they can't put all of their attention on celebrating my birthday. And guess what? I also have to remember that I'm not always available to celebrate them either. Okay. So I get it. And I have to keep making that choice every single year to decide Am I going to be upset, or am I just going to celebrate regardless? And when I celebrate regardless, then I am always left with more peace and more joy in the end. And I'll tell you that sometimes I'm even surprised that something else might happen, or I'll get an unexpected phone call or an unexpected birthday blessing, um, that just brings me even more peace and joy because I wasn't sitting there frustrated and upset, and I chose to just celebrate myself anyway. Okay. So, as we wrap up this special birthday episode, and as I blow out the candles and make a wish, I encourage you to embrace the joy of treating yourself on your birthday. Remember that financial wellness is not about depriving ourselves, but instead it's about finding harmony between our desires and our financial goals. Let's celebrate our birthdays with love and gratitude and the knowledge that financial wellness is within our reach. I want to thank you for joining me on this incredible journey as we've celebrated my 41st birthday with Birthday Bliss. It has been an absolute pleasure sharing this special day with you, my amazing Bedroom Talks family. Stay tuned for more inspiring episodes. And don't forget to mark your calendars for the upcoming Financial Mastery Workshop on July 26th and 27th. Together, we'll explore how to navigate the path toward financial empowerment and embrace a life of abundance. See you soon.